Hello, everyone, and welcome to the StriveScan College Launchpad Virtual Fair. We are excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. Each of them will have 6 minutes to share more information about their institution, but they'll be around for the entire session to answer your questions. So please feel free to use that Q&A function on your screen to send questions over to our presenters. If it's for a specific school, it might be helpful for you to list their name in your question as well. My name is Daisha. I will be your facilitator. But before we get started, I have a couple of other housekeeping notes for you. So as I mentioned, the Q&A function is where you'll communicate with our guests here. Your camera and your microphone are off, so you'll be muted during today's presentation, so our panelists will not be able to see or hear you. But there are several other sessions happening tonight, so please feel free to check out the schedule on the website for any others that you're interested in, as well as other sessions happening this week. And finally, we are recording this presentation. All sessions are recorded, and you'll be able to review the recording of this one, as well as all other sessions at strivescan.com/launch. And now I will turn it over to our first presenter, College of Lake County.
Hello, everyone. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. Okay, my name is Sierra White. I work at College of Lake County. I'm a college and career navigator here at CLC. And today I'm going to give you a brief presentation about CLC. Okay, so College of Lake County has 3 campuses. We have a Lakeshore campus, which is located in Waukegan, Illinois. We have our Grays Lake campus, which is located in Grays Lake, Illinois. We have our South Lake campus as well, which is located in Vernon Hills, Illinois. So we have 3 campuses available for students, and we also have Zoom options, online options for students as well. So what fields of interest interest you? So at CLC, we go by fields of interest within programs. So students choose under each of these programs here, under each of these fields of interest. We have art, entertainment, hospitality, business area. We have the communications and humanities, education and social sciences, legal studies, and public safety. And we have engineering and advanced technology, science and math, sustainability. We have wellness and health and science. So students choose programs based off these fields of interest here. So at CLC, we do have apprenticeships available for students. So we have automotive, HVAC, we have automotive collision, we have electrician, plumbing. We have a lot of different options for students to do apprenticeships. And we also have different programs such as medical imaging, we have laser photomics, and we have different nursing options as well. So at CLC, we have this program called Guaranteed Transfer Admissions. So what this is basically articulation agreement with different colleges that CLC has an agreement with. So this means that students who apply for schools on this list, and of course it could change over the years, but students that do apply for these schools, their credits are guaranteed to transfer over to that university or college. So when students come into CLC, they can work with the academic success advisor and apply to one of these schools, and then they can just make sure those credits transfer over to that school nicely for them. So this is a very good opportunity for students to do, just to make sure credits transfer over to those universities, and it can be very helpful. And right here, I want to talk a little bit about sports. So at CLC, we do have a lot of CLC activities. We have 40+ clubs that students can join. And even if you don't see clubs that we have, you can always create a club. We have an engineering club, we have international club, we have first generation club, we have a wellness club. So we have so many different options for students. And we also do have sports. So we have basketball, softball, baseball, volleyball, and soccer, and a wide variety of different sports at CLC. At CLC, we also love student life. So we want students to see the world with CLC. So we do offer study abroad options here at CLC. So if students are interested in studying abroad, I do recommend looking into it if they do apply for CLC. You can do short-term trips if you want to go to like Morocco, Japan, just different places based off your major to make sure you still get your credits done for your class and you get to travel. And then you can do a semester abroad as well. So if you want to take a little bit longer trip, you can go to Costa Rica, England, France, India, Ireland, Spain, China, and Austria. So there's much more places you can go as well. US travel is also available. So if you don't want to travel too far from home, you can always travel within the United States as well. And we do also offer support services for students at CLC. We have tutoring and academic support. I always do recommend students take advantage of tutoring because tutor can help you, especially if you're having a hard time in class. So I do recommend taking advantage of tutoring. We do have academic success advisors. So the academic success advisors are the advisors that will help you with picking your classes for your time at CLC. Then we have multicultural student centers, so you can find different centers and you can work with them and learn different things about multicultural. And then we also have career planning and placement. So if you're kind of confused on where you want to go in life and you want like a little bit of help with finding a career, you can definitely check out our career planning system. And then we also have success teams here at CLC. And we have student activities, which I mentioned earlier, that could be beneficial for students. Okay, so roles and responsibilities. So at CLC, it's a little bit different. So students meet with college career navigators first. So students and their families have one contact person to guide them from the application through registration for the first set of classes. So that person will be your college career navigator at CLC. So college career navigators are placed in participating Lake County schools. So that person will be at a Lake County school or either a non-embedded college career navigator that still works for those schools. We also have adult learners, college career navigators. So they work at College of Lake County, Grace Lake campus, and they help students, adult learners that come into CLC that are new. And then after you meet with your college career navigator for your first semester, you'll meet with an academic success advisor. They are then assigned, the academic success advisors are assigned to a student. So they have someone to answer questions as they continue their program of study through college graduation. So you'll meet with your college career navigator first, and then you'll meet with an academic success advisor for the rest of your time at CLC. So how do you get started at CLC? So for CLC, you first want to start with the admissions application. So you'll want to fill out the application. It's about 15 minutes to complete. And then you want to talk to the student center and you'll want to send in those transcripts and you'll want to send in your SAT scores or ACT scores if you have those. And if you need to do placement testing, make sure to do that. And then of course, complete financial aid if you plan on using financial aid or scholarships. And then we do have orientation for students to complete as well, and for the students to get advised by their college career navigator or academic success advisor. And then, of course, you need to register for your classes and create a payment plan for CLC. And if you have additional questions, you can go ahead and scan this barcode right here or call this number and you can get additional information about CLC. Thank you.
Thank you, College of Lake County. Our next presenter will be Kean University.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for inviting us to present. And I'm just going to upload the presentation right now. And welcome everyone to Kane University. We are pronounced sugarcane, candy cane, walking cane, hurricane. Kane University is a public state university. It is a 4-year university. We have undergraduate, graduate, and doctoral programs. We also offer international studies, as well as transfer students can also study at Kane University as well. And Kane University, like I stated, is a New Jersey school. We have 3 campuses in the state of New Jersey and 1 in Wenzhou, Kane University, China. So we do have an international campus a part of our school and a part of our university community. If you pronounce our name Kean, and it is so tempting to pronounce our name Kean, you are actually going to a real school, a different school, not us. And that school is located as a private college located in New Hampshire. We're Kane Public College University located in Union, New Jersey. So way different price points, different types of school. And we are a public state research university. My name is Mariana Lutic. I'm an undergraduate admissions counselor at Kane University. My email address is mlutic@kane.edu. So if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. The easiest and fastest way to do so is by email. I'm always on it. Literally, you'll receive a response within 24 to 48 hours, if not less. And students are constantly emailing all the time, as well as counselors, colleagues, and visitors. So that is our beautiful campus up on the screen right there, 185 acres at our main campus in Union and Hillside, New Jersey. We are considered an urban school, even though I say we have the best of both worlds. You have the beautiful landscaping, the trees, the plants, the flowers. It's like checking into a resort, but you do have what makes an urban campus. You have 2 train stations that physically are on campus and get you to and from New Jersey to New York City, Grand Central Station in 30 minutes flat. You also have a lot of shops and shopping malls and centers around the campus, as well as parking facilities. So we have the best of both worlds. Now, I broke up Kane University into 4 different quadrants. So the first one is we are a public state university. We are an urban campus with 3 New Jersey campuses and 1 international campus in China. The only other school in the United States that they can have a campus in China is NYU, New York University, and we are the second with our 1 campus in China, which is great for international business students, law students, architectural studies students, and all of our students in general can benefit from a global experience on their resume. It's a great conversation starters for future employers, internships. Main campus located in Union, New Jersey. We have 2 train stations on campus, 30-minute train rides from New York City, Grand Central Station, which is great for internships. It's also great when students want to de-stress and get away from campus a little bit from their studies and maybe go to Comic-Con in New York City or Serendipity or the Harry Potter Museum. So there's always something to do on and off campus. It's never a boring campus at all. Always something to do. Freshman students are allowed to park their cars on campus with an e-pass. So you would just register your vehicle online. You don't need to put a decal or anything on your vehicle, and you can park your car right on campus. You don't need to pay $1,000 fee or any such thing like that. And we do have Kane Police. So if your car is not registered with an electronic pass on our website, on our kane.edu/parking web address, you will get a $250 ticket. So you want to make sure you register your vehicle. We're a mid-sized school, not too big, not too small, about 11,000 students. Our student-teacher ratio is about 17:1. Our class sizes are no bigger than 20 students per class. So our president, Dr. Repollet, who was a former high school math teacher, then rose up to become assistant principal, superintendent, chancellor, and then eventually the president of his alma mater, Kane University. He values small, intimate class sizes where you get to know the instructor gets to know you, and you don't fall through the cracks in a big seminar class. So again, it depends on what type of learner you are. Do you prefer a big setting where you can blend in, or do you prefer a small setting? Up to you and your style of learning. Top majors at Kane University: education. We were founded in 1855. Education is our bread and butter. We would like to state that all teachers, all schools within the state of New Jersey have at least 1 Kane alumni teaching on their staff, whether elementary, middle school, or high school. Psychology, we have undergraduate, graduate, and doctoral programs. Criminal justice, we have a very strong criminal justice program and excellent employment opportunities. We just had a fair about 3 weeks ago, and it was all about criminal justice. So all of our criminal justice students who were ready to graduate came with their cover letters and resumes, which were pre-checked by a lot of our faculty and staff, as well as mentors and the Career Office Center. And basically, all of our gymnasiums were filled with all law enforcement professionals. We had the FBI there, we had the CIA there, we had New York Police Department there, and our students were able to go from table to table and shop around. What is the salary? What is the training process like? Do you require a criminal justice degree? All of those questions. And a lot of our students came out with employment offers, more than 1, and business cards, which they were very happy about. We have an excellent business administration and management program. We had 2 alumni that retired from their Fortune 500 companies and donated $1.5 million to Kane University. We gladly took that check, and we built Heinz Hall. So we basically gave the business school a complete brand new building. So they are thrilled with that. It has the Bloomberg Trading Center. The classrooms are state of the art, touch screen, voice activated classrooms. So the students are very thrilled and it's cutting edge. And plus combination with that experience study abroad in China, students are thrilled with that. Biology and biological health sciences. We have excellent science labs, all state of the art. Speech language communication. We actually have a facility on campus that sees patients and clients so that students have that hands-on experience with the licensed professional present in the room during each session. And of course, we have physical education, teaching and coaching and athletic training. How much do we cost? We are an affordable school. We're a public state university, so that means we can afford to keep our tuition down while providing a quality education. So how much is our in-state tuition? If we live in New Jersey, $12,595 per year. So fall and spring semester included, not summer. Summer is not included in financial aid. Out-of-state tuition, if I am coming from a state outside of New Jersey or an international student, I still pay out-of-state tuition rates. Per year, it's $19,771, so it is a little bit higher. If I want to live on campus, then I'm required to pay the housing fee and the meal plan. If I commute, I don't have to pay the housing fee or the meal plan. So if I want to live on campus, we have beautiful state-of-the-art residence halls, all suite style. So you're living with 3 other people, either 3 other gentlemen or ladies in the room, single gender room, co-ed floor, kitchen, bath, and full-size fridge in each room. Housing is about $14,000 per year on top of the tuition. Meal plan is about $2,000 on top of that. We do offer out-of-state scholarships, $16,000 for all 4 years. Required 3.0 GPA, 85%. We are test optional. And last quadrant, how do I apply to Kane University? We're test optional. October 1st, senior year, our application opens up. We are rolling admissions, so we're still accepting applications for fall 2022. Not yet for juniors who are current juniors who are interested in applying for fall 2023. Submit a Kane Online app. We accept Kane Online application or the Common App. Our application fee code waiver, so you don't pay the $75 fee, is go to Kane 23 and your transcripts, and that's it. I will get a decision to you within 24 to 48 hours. If you're in my territory of New York, Connecticut, or New England, because I'm an out-of-state regional recruiter, my colleagues will grant you a decision if you are an in-state student. If you shine with SAT scores, submit a Kane Online app, submit all high school transcripts, and submit your SAT and ACT scores. And congratulations, you've applied to Kane University.
All right. Thank you, Kane University. All right. Our next presenter will be Tidewater Community College.
Hi, I'm Kelsey Warren, Coordinator of Outreach and Recruitment at Tidewater Community College. Thanks so much for having me this evening. I'm going to share my screen and we'll get started. So here at Tidewater Community College, our slogan is "From here, go anywhere." My favorite go anywhere story is Jay Farrow. You may know him as a famous comedian from Saturday Night Live and lots of comedy movies. He attended our institution. Some quick facts about us. We have 4 campuses and 6 regional centers located in Southampton Roads, Virginia. We're a short drive away from the Virginia Beach oceanfront, so come have some fun in the sun here at Tidewater. We're a public 2-year college, and we're regionally accredited with 13 nationally accredited programs. We have about 25,000 students. We're the 2nd largest community college in the state of Virginia and the 11th largest community college in the nation. We're the #1 in the Military Times for Best for Vets for 2-year schools in Virginia. We're ranked 9th for that in all institutions in the nation. About a third of our students are military affiliated here in Hampton Roads. So this is our beautiful campuses. You saw the Norfolk campus in the previous slide. Here's Virginia Beach on the water. Our Chesapeake campus here at the evening photo. With the trees, that's our Portsmouth. And this is one of our regional centers for our automotive center where students get hands-on training with automotive diesel engines there. Some highlights of our academic programs is that we are open enrollment. Our application is free. We don't ask for grades, test scores, essays, references, and students are admitted on-site as soon as they complete that online application. We do have many late start condensed sessions that run at a faster pace. Almost every month of the year, we have new classes starting, so you can apply and get started anytime. Our website is tcc.edu/apply to get started. One of my favorite programs is our 1-year accelerated degree. We offer this in business administration, general studies, and social sciences, and allows you to get that 2-year full associate's condensed in a 12-month program where you graduate with a complete degree. That runs every fall in a cohort style learning. You can fill out an interest form at tcc.edu/accelerated. And we are still taking applications for this fall start through July 29th if you're interested. Our transfer programs do also offer guaranteed admissions with the Virginia colleges and universities. So what this means is if you graduate with a transfer program with us and you maintain a minimum GPA, your four-year school in Virginia will guarantee to admit you, and they won't have any regard to high school grades, SAT, essays, or reference letter. They'll just look at your college GPA, which resets when you get to us. So that's with every college in the state. The lowest GPA that some schools will take would be a 2.5, and the highest school would be something like a 3.6 for a rigorous school like William and Mary. 32% of our programs can be done 100% online. So if you're an out-of-state student, we'd still love to have you join us. We have 7 different career pathways, and these can be broken into transfer and work-ready programs. I'm going to break that down a little bit for you now to explain more. These are our transfer degrees. These will include your general education courses like your English, math, sciences, and histories, but then include specialized electives to prepare for transfer. For example, business has accounting 1 and 2, macro and microeconomics. Engineering has all your upper level calculuses and engineering electives. And teacher prep is going to include classes you need to enter the pre-K through 8th grade curriculum. Our music degree can be tricky when it comes to transfer because it does have hands-on music courses like piano and participating in our music ensembles. So we always ask that you check with your transfer institution before starting that program. About 50% of our students are in our career and technical degrees and certificate programs, preparing them to get a great job in 2 years or less. This is not a full list. We have almost 100 programs, but this is some of our popular options. Graphic design, glass blowing, photography, located in our mini arts college called the Visual Arts Center. I have a lot of students who like small business management, who want to run their own companies. Our IT, cyber, networking programs are really popular, as well as our healthcare professions. Programs like EMS training, nursing, physical therapy assisting, X-ray tech, and respiratory therapy. We have skilled trades like automotive, HVAC, truck driving, and welding. And then we have programs you might not think about, like paralegal studies, sign language interpretation, horticulture and landscaping, hospitality management, just to name a few. Let us know what you're looking for, and we can let you know if we have a pathway that fits your needs. Great stat, 3 out of 5 of our students graduate debt-free. All right. So our tuition is at $185 and $35 for in-state Virginia residents, which is about $5,500 a year. And if you're an out-of-state resident, it's about $11,500 per year. We recommend you do file the FAFSA to be assessed for any type of financial assistance and funding that we can help with. And our code is 003712. Our priority date is April 1st for that every year. But if you haven't filed yet, don't worry, there's still funding out there. Go ahead and get that done as soon as you can. We do have scholarships available. You can look those up on our website at tcc.edu/scholarships. And that includes a full 2-year scholarship for STEM-based majors and a 1-year scholarship if you are a child of an enlisted military member. If you're interested in the college, you can type this link in or scan the QR code now on your phone. You can fill out our virtual interest form. Let us know, and we'd be happy to reach out to you and let you know what events we have coming up. And here's my contact information. If you want to take a quick picture, reach out by email or phone anytime, and I'm happy to help you get started. Thank you.
Thank you, Tidewater Community College. As a quick reminder, if you have any questions for our presenters, please use the Q&A button on the bottom of your screen to send your questions over to our presenters, and they can respond to you directly. I'd now like to welcome our next presenter, Western Carolina University.
All right, thank you so much. I am going to go ahead and get my screen shared here. My name is Susie Swartz. I am Senior Assistant Director of Freshman Admission at Western Carolina University, located in beautiful Cullowhee, North Carolina. We are the westernmost University of North Carolina system school. So we are a 4-year public university, and we're located, as you can see from the photo there, in the mountains, right where the Blue Ridge and Smoky Mountains meet in North Carolina. So a beautiful spot. If you are thinking that you might like to go to school in the mountains, we might be a good fit. We're an hour west of Asheville. That's the closest city to us. And we're about 3 hours north of Atlanta. For our student body, we have about 12,000 students total. About 10,500 are undergraduates, and then we have a graduate student population on campus as well. About 4,500 of our students live right on that campus that you see there in Cullowhee, and then we also have some students, local students who commute, and some students who in their junior and senior years may choose to live in off-campus housing that is pretty much right on the edge of campus within walking or short shuttle distance to the heart of campus. We have students from all over the country coming from 43 different states as of our latest information, and our average unweighted high school GPA is about a 3.4. A little bit about studying and living on campus. We offer 120 different majors across 6 different colleges. Those colleges are the College of Education. We were actually founded as a teachers college back in 1889, so education is our oldest program. We also have our College of Fine and Performing Arts, College of Engineering, College of Business, College of Health and Human Sciences, and our College of Arts and Sciences, which has a lot of the typical liberal arts college majors, everything from psychology to biology to communication. So lots of different options there. For a school of our size, we're really proud to offer a 17-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So that means you'll have classes on the smaller side, about 60% or so with 30 or fewer students. So we really want to make sure that you're getting that individual attention when you are studying at Western. And then you'll have tons of opportunities, regardless of which major you choose, you'll have opportunities to pursue an internship if you choose, and some majors even require it. Such as many majors in our College of Business and our criminal justice program. Research opportunities, we've been ranked consistently in the top 10 for sending students to the National Conference on Undergraduate Research since about 2006. So we're really proud of that. Then you have plenty of independent study opportunities as well. If you want to do research with a professor or do a design and independent study that you'd like to do as part of your program. As far as some of the fun stuff with living on campus, we have over 170 different clubs and organizations at Western. We have been named regularly a top outdoor adventure college by Blue Ridge Outdoors magazine. So if you like anything and everything having to do with the outdoors, hiking, biking, mountain climbing, rafting, skiing, you name it, we have some wonderful different opportunities in the mountains. We take full advantage of our location, and we have a really cool outdoor center on our campus as well, where students can rent out canoes and kayaks and things like that. We have 12 different residence halls. You are required to live on campus as a first-year student. And we've got 3 brand new residence halls opening up next year. 2 of them will be opening up in the fall, and first-year students will get to live in those brand new residence halls. And then a third will be opening in spring 2023. We also have 2 dining halls on campus with several different dine-in and to-go chains, lots of different choices for you. There is something for everyone. As far as the application process, you will need, if you're looking ahead, let's say you're a junior this year, for example, you'll be able to apply on our website or through the Common App in August. That's going to open up, and we'll send out updates. If you are interested in learning more about us, you can always fill out an inquiry form on our website, but keep an eye on our website. The application is going to open up in August. We'll need your high school transcript up through your junior year, including your senior year, if possible, senior year schedule at least. And then sometimes we'll request your first semester of senior year grades if we decide we'd like to see a little bit more information before making our admissions decision. For test scores, we know this is an important thing that students have been thinking about a lot lately. They have actually been waived by the University of North Carolina system through the fall of 2024. So if you're looking ahead to 2023, or if you're a sophomore looking ahead to apply for 2024, those test scores are waived. That said, if you have test scores already, if you are thinking about taking the test, go ahead. It's not going to hurt your application. It'll just give us something else to look at with your transcript and any other materials that you send. And on that note, you don't need to send essays, resumes, or letters of recommendation, but you are more than welcome to send us anything that helps us learn more about you. And then lastly, a couple things I want to mention. You can see those application deadlines on the left-hand side. Early action, which is non-binding. It means you don't have to commit to Western if you're admitted. That is November 1st. You'll hear no later than mid-December. And then the final deadline to apply, which is also our scholarship application deadline, is February 1st. We're an NC Promise school, which means we have reduced tuition through a program funded by the state of North Carolina. North Carolina students pay $500 per semester in-state, and students outside of North Carolina will pay $2,500 per semester out of state. So total cost for North Carolina students is roughly about $16,000 per year for everything, for any kind of scholarships and financial aid, about $20,000 for students coming from out of state. And if you're interested in coming to see us in Cullowhee, you can sign up for a campus tour or an open house at visit.wcu.edu. And those are our open house dates on the bottom there. We do ask that you register in advance. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact us, follow us on social. Our phone number and email address are at the top there. So thank you all so much. And thank you for your attention. Have a great evening.
Thank you, Western Carolina University. I'd now like to welcome our next presenter, Binghamton University.
Hi, thank you so much. We're happy to be here. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen really quickly. My name is Baba Annan. My name is Araba, but Baba is a nickname, so you can refer to me as that. I'm Binghamton alum as well as an admissions counselor, so I have that firsthand experience as a student in addition to the admissions side, and I'm happy to share that with you today. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Binghamton University is the #1 public college in New York State. We have 64 colleges as a part of the State University of New York system, and Binghamton sits right at the top of that. You'll see on the map here, we're about 3 hours away from New York City, so some people from downstate would consider us upstate. We are on the southern tier of New York, and you'll actually see on this map that we're pretty centrally located in the Northeast, and that's something that we're really proud of because we have people coming from not only New York State, but also the surrounding states, and all 50 countries are actually represented, all 50 states are actually represented at Binghamton University, and we have over 100 countries represented here as well. So very diverse. I'll go ahead and go over a little bit of the numbers about Binghamton. We're a mid-sized campus with a little over 14,000 undergraduate students. And we have a really good graduate program as well. So we have a little less than 4,000 grad students, and that number is growing. In terms of competitiveness, we do have a decent amount of applications that we receive on a yearly basis for only 3,000 seats or so. So we are relatively competitive, and that's kind of what makes us #1. But one thing we're really proud of in regards to numbers is our 92% retention rate. Compared to the national average of 73, that is huge. That means students come to Binghamton University their first year and they love it so much, they find their place that they want to continue and ultimately finish their college experience there. And then in terms of application, some of the things we look for in the past that tend to continue throughout this cycle and future cycles are these mid-50 ranges, right? So it gives you a good sense of what the current Binghamton student came in as. So you'll see here we have a 93 to 98 GPA, or a 3.7 or 3.9 out of a 4.0 scale. And then you'll see the SAT and ACT scores here. We are test optional throughout the 2024 season. So that's something to keep in mind. Juniors and seniors, we are test optional. Sophomores and juniors, we're test optional. So that is something that you don't have to be super concerned about if you feel like it doesn't represent you as a student. The application is on the SUNY app, the Common App, and the Coalition app. And the only things you need are your transcript, of course, a letter of recommendation from a guidance counselor and a teacher, and the essay that comes with whatever application you apply as. We don't have any supplements. So Binghamton University, we are really known for our academics. We have over 130 different academic majors and programs spread across our 6 schools. We have our liberal arts school, our social science school, College of Community and Public Affairs, our nursing school, our School of Management, which would be our business school, our engineering school and our school of pharmacy, which is new and state of the art with a bunch of different labs and activities on our health science campus. So a lot of great things going on there. And you'll also see we have accelerated programs, fast track degrees, and all of those things for students who want to make the most of their educational experience and get the most value out of it as well. And I can speak from experience as a 4+1 graduate. We also have pre-professional programs that are really popular: pre-med, pre-health, pre-pharmacy, all of those things that are going to get you prepared for those postgraduate opportunities that you might be interested in. Binghamton University is also really well known for our honors programs that are associated with our academics. We have our first year research immersion program, which is actually one of only 5 programs in the nation to have first year research, and it's funded by the NSF. So that's a pretty big deal and something we are proud of, allowing first year students to conduct their own research and come out in 3 semesters with something that's publishable and that can be presented at different conferences. That's really going to set some students up for success, giving them that experience right away as a freshman, as opposed to waiting until your junior or senior year. We have the SOURCE project, which is a similar program, humanities-based. And then we also have our Scholars program, which is university-wide. And then we have the PwC Scholars and the Innovation Scholars, which are business-centric. The Binghamton Impact is something we like to talk about in regards to our value. These are 4 of the main things we are known for and things that you can make the most of while you're at Binghamton to get the most out of your experience. We're an R1 research institution, so all of our professors are doing research of some kind, and it's the most cutting edge in their field. So you're getting firsthand experience and knowledge from people who are actually doing the work in that case. And a lot of our students get to do research opportunities that are going to, again, give them that experience that's going to look great on their resumes, post-grad, and all of those things. Internships are another thing we're really well known for. We have an award-winning career center on campus that's going to help you figure out what you want to do if you don't know what you want, and figure out how to get there if you do know what you want. We're also really well known for service learning and applying what you're learning in the classroom to out of classroom experiences and communities, whether that be the university community, the local Binghamton area, or internationally. And that gives students an opportunity to express themselves and really make an impact on the larger community. And then we also have education abroad, which is something we're known for because of how many opportunities we have. We have our Binghamton programs, but because we are a part of the SUNY system, we do have access to all of the other study abroad programs, so you could go anywhere in the world. So another thing that you might notice that I've talked about a lot is postgrad opportunities, and that's because as a university, we want to set you up for success once you graduate. And you'll see we have over 140 different, over 140,000 alumni, and that's something we're really proud of. And you'll see the starting salary for Binghamton students is 10% higher than the national average. So you're already being set up for success. Student life is also something really active on campus with 450 student clubs, 21 Division I sports teams, and all of these other things on campus and off campus. There are so many things to get involved in that'll really make the most of your experience at Binghamton. We also have 6 residential communities, which are really great ways for you to get involved and active outside of academics. So you'll be able to choose your living preferences on campus and allow that to complement the experience you want to have at Binghamton. Binghamton is known for our sustainability. We have 190 acres of nature preserve right in our backyard. That's something we use for recreational purposes as well as research. And that is something that we care about, recognizing that our students care about sustainability as well. So a lot of growing research in that area. And really quickly, I will just say that Binghamton is the best of both worlds with a rural location, as I stated, with our nature preserve, as well as the downtown area that's really active, allowing students to get the best of both worlds, rural and urban.
All right. Thank you, Binghamton University. We have a couple of minutes for our final presenter, the University of North Carolina, Wilmington.
Awesome. Yes, thank you all. My name is Kelly Spainhour, and I am one of the senior admissions coordinators for UNCW. I will try to cover as best as I can in the time that we have. We are the coastal university of the UNC system. And I will kind of show you a map so you have an idea of where we are located in North Carolina. If you're familiar with the capital, of course, we are about 2.5 hours from Raleigh. Again, right there by Wrightsville Beach, about an hour north of Myrtle Beach, if you've ever been. But we are an in-state public university. We are in the UNC system. We are the coastal university of the system out of the 16, 17 UNC schools in our league. We do have some other surrounding areas rather than just the beach. We do have a really great riverfront area, as well as some trails, biking. We are very heavy into films and music. So if you are not a beach person, I promise you can still find your community here at UNCW with the other opportunities that we have available on campus and surrounding our campus. I won't have you read this entire page, but we do have over 58 undergraduate majors, 34 masters, and 4 doctoral programs here at UNCW. Some of the main colleges that you will hear about here at Wilmington, of course, is our College of Health and Human Services. Those are for students that are interested in kind of going out in the health world, whether it's exercise physiology, sports management, athletic training. Maybe you want to go into the Watson School of Education. Maybe you want to be a teacher. Maybe you want to get your master's in higher education. We then, of course, have our largest college, which is our College of Arts and Science. That is where our marine biology program is housed, as well as chemistries and our coastal engineering program and history program. We have a wonderful state-of-the-art business program, the Cameron School of Business, where you can get a degree in business administration with a concentration in finance, marketing, management. We have some great entrepreneurship and internship opportunities and networking opportunities within the Cameron School of Business. And then, of course, we definitely want to talk about the the Center of Marine Science. It is a state-of-the-art building that is used for our marine science students. It is an off-campus and not open to the public. You have to be a faculty member or a student within that program to have access to this building. There are dive tanks, freshwater observatories. There are animals that live in this facility. So students that are interested in marine biology and marine science, this is a wonderful faculty and facility for you to use to get that hands-on learning and opportunity here at UNCW. We, of course, do definitely want to talk about the numbers just by size. We do have a little over 18,000 students overall at our university. Majority of those are undergraduate students. We top out about a little over 14,000 students overall with a student to faculty ratio of 18:1. And our average class size does usually happen to be about 27 students. So similar to what you might see in your local high school. We do also want to provide some high impact learning. So whether that's study abroad opportunities or internships or community service or service learning, or even having the ability to do some research projects with your professors within your program. Study abroad is very popular at UNCW. There are over 50 different countries that we partner with. So there are small chances. There could be weekend trips, week, semester, 2-year programs, kind of across the board. 75% of our graduates do go ahead and continue on with a full job after graduation, while about 14% of our students will start attending a grad school of their choice. We do have a couple of different living learning communities that you can live and be a part of as a first-year student. We have 28 different clubs and organizations athletic-wise, with of course 16 NCAA division sports and over 250 student organizations. So if athletics are not your thing and you still want to get involved, we definitely have a place for you. And if you maybe want to start your own program or organization, it is easily done here at UNCW. So we encourage you to definitely get involved. These are just some great pictures to see about our campus. Up top, you'll see our Marine Science Center. We have Wrightsville Beach here. This is our stock room for anyone that's interested in the business program. Our Watson School of Education. This is our courtyard where our chancellor's James Hall, very front of campus. We have some interactive nursing labs for students interested in the health field. For those interested in music, we have a great music theater program. We are definitely big in our communications and film studies here at UNCW. We do have Screen Gym Studios housed in Wilmington, North Carolina. So we have a lot of students that are able to intern there. And then of course our library as well for those that would like to study in more of a quiet space. We have some study halls and study rooms available for you as well. To talk about admissions, we do have a priority deadline of November 1st for early action. And early decision, our regular decision is February 1st. There are a couple ways to apply. You can do it through the Common App, you can do it through CFNC, or you can do it through UNCW. We do look for kind of those averages, those 50% averages, whether it's the GPA or SAT or ACT. Like many have said, we are test optional moving forward for the next few years. So you are not required to send in a test score, but if you meet those averages or go above those averages, you are welcome to submit those. We will look at your essay and short answer, extracurriculars, letters of recommendation, and then of course a high school transcript that you submit to us. We will make sure those minimum course requirements are there for our viewing. And then if you have any other questions, kind of wanting to learn a little bit more about admissions, you're welcome to do that through our uncw.edu/admissions. And just a couple of points of pride, we were the first university in the country to offer a bachelor's degree in coastal engineering. We are one of the top growing universities with enrollment, and then also ranked among one of the top 100 public universities with the U.S. News and World Report. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you, UNC Wilmington. Thank you to all of our presenters who joined us tonight. Unfortunately, we don't have time for any Q&A, so I'm going to share my screen with you all one more time as we wrap up tonight's session. Okay, thank you all for joining us. For our participants, when you close your window, there will be a link to a very quick 5-question survey. We appreciate any feedback that you can provide. We encourage you to check back on the website to view the schedule and sign up for any additional sessions you're interested in throughout the rest of this week. You'll be able to find this session's recording alongside all other session recordings at strivescan.com/launch. Thank you once again and have a wonderful evening.